Hey, how's it going, everybody? Back at it again with another video. Today we're doing purple-red control versus a purple-steel deck. This is one of the better games I've had in a long time. You'll have to stick it out to the end to see what happens, but at one point I'm down 17-2, 19-4, and I think they're at 19 for a good couple turns, and I still somehow managed to pull it out. So I make my mulligan choices there. It's always nice to have a 1-drop. Cusco is a fine 2-drop. I've been liking a lot more Cuscos in my control decks. Some people play the fairy, the evasive fairy combo, allows you to draw cards. It's my opponent taking as long as he possibly can to ink the first card here. And as you can see by his 1-drop, he is playing a relatively aggressive deck. I actually inked the wrong mini there. I just went too fast for my own good. Meant to ink that one, but it is what it is. I think that's one of 2 small mistakes I make this game, but I'm still able to manage to pull out the victory, which is good. Quests with his Maleficent. Plays the Madam Mim, bounces it to his hand. Great start for him. So I know that this is going to be a lore race, so I'm happy to see that Sorcerer's Spellbook drawn off the top of the deck there. I'm going to try and get that out when I can. Try to edit out the delays between game actions here to make it a little more pleasing to the eye for everybody. The 2-drop I didn't want to see, and then another Maleficent, well, the same Maleficent I should say. So he's potentially questing for 6 next turn, and I have no way to remove 5 of it, so that's good. Figure I'll draw some cards here. And I just passed because I didn't want to quest and him potentially kill with Madam Mim Snake and then Madam Mim Fox my Cusco, and I would have no way to clear his Pinocchio Maleficent, so yeah, which he had in his hand. So it was definitely the smart play. That way I can still take out one of his 1 or 2 drops there. As you can see, he really did enjoy taking his time on his turns. The countdown going down there. Start with the standard, sing friends the other side. 2 rabbits wasn't great. I'm really debating on what to ink here. I think that lore is super important this game, so getting rid of my 1 goat in hand is probably not the best play. And I've only seen, you know, these 2 friends on the other side, so I know there's a couple more in there. Play a rabbit, get some more card draw going, quest with Cusco. Really just trying to not fall too far behind. And he just plays absolutely everything he can this turn. I mean, the double Pinocchio is very scary. He has win on the board, so I kind of gotta figure out a game plan here. As you can see, I sped it up a little because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Start by singing friends on the other side, just to see what my options are. The Maui is a great card to grab. Decided to do it that way. Maui killing the snake so he would stay a little more healthy, but also so I could swing rabbit into Fox to so he could die. This was my other misplay. I made this game actually. I should have quested with Mini first, or I should have just Teeth and Ambition to my own Cusco to get an extra draw. But it ends up working out in my favor either way. Now it's getting to the point where he is getting lower on cards, and I still have a fair amount of cards in my hand. I have another rabbit in my hand. Actually, I have 2 rabbits in my hand for potential draw. But he's just going to quest away to 17. And at this point, I am not sure what I'm going to do. I'm feeling like it's a loss at 17-2. The Dragonfire was an absolutely clutch top deck. I'll be able to clear his entire board and still keep a couple of my guys alive, which is nice. I decide to swing Maleficent into the Fox because I figured that Maui living is probably better than Maleficent, even though I can't quest with Maui. He just has the ability to take out heavier threats, and with them playing steel, there's Cinderella, Tinkerbell, there's lots to worry about. Dragonfire puts that Pascal's the only character on the board. He loses evasive, and I am able to swing and take it out. I'm sure that my opponent here thinks that they have the bag. I have the win in the bag. And I also am probably thinking that in the moment. But I really don't like to give up, especially with the purple-red control deck. There's always a possibility that you can come back. Always. 4 Lady Tremaines, the Be Prepared, the Ursulas. I mean, there's so much. So I was thinking about casting Be Prepared here, but it made sense to me to try and get a spellbook down so I can quest away with that, get the goat down to get an extra guaranteed 2 lore there. And unless he himself plays a goat, then he doesn't win on his turn. And I actually think that him not bodyguarding here, well, actually it doesn't really matter, but I was confused with why he chose not to bodyguard. I guess it was to guarantee that I couldn't kill it. But I am able to swing and kill both of his characters, and the top deck of Lady Tremaine will help me take out that non-exerted character. Because I played that spellbook last turn, it's going to get me a lore this turn. And I still have the option of Be Prepared in my hand for what he potentially plays next turn. Place an Arthur. He plays a Tiana. So seeing 2 characters on the board, I'm anticipating having to be prepared here. So I quest, hit the spellbook, be prepared, pass my turn, and it's on them. The extra lore and the extra draw from the Cusco really helped me here. That extra draw from Cusco definitely potentially won me the game because I was 1 card ahead. I just where I needed to be. Had I not had Cusco on the field, I would not have drawn into this friends, and then I wouldn't have been able to use it. Getting the Lady Tremaine off that was just incredible. I also decided to ink the goat here and keep the fox for potential bouncing the Lady Tremaine in case I needed to cast her a few more times. So we'll take out their Cinderella, pass. And now they are top decking. I mean, they could pull friends, but at this point they are top decking. And that is a clutch top deck with the Madame Mim Snake. I'm able to play that to bounce the Lady Tremaine, which in turn allows me to play the Lady Tremaine and take out their 1 character on board, with still having 1 ink left over to quest with that Sorcerer's Spellbook. I play Arthur, and with the fox in my hand that I saved, I'm able to just quests with both Snake and Lady Tremaine, play Fox to bounce the Lady Tremaine, play it again, and then just secure my victory. At this point, I'm sure he knows it's over. I kill his Arthur, I quest with the spellbook, and I pass, and I almost hit well played, but I didn't want him to top deck a goat and I lose. But he just decides to pass. I quest for game, and I take home the victory. Alrighty, thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone who stuck around for the video.